Gotta bear with me. Very tired. Very tired of traveling, and very tired of doing comedy, and very tired of staring out at your vacant faces, looking back at me, wanting me to fill your empty lives with humor you couldn't possibly think of yourselves. Good evening. Since I've been here, it's great to be back wherever I am. I always love it when I'm here. What's happened, I guess? Hey man, that Clarence Thomas thing, I guess you watched that, eh? Well, I tell you something, I learned something very important watching the Clarence Thomas here. You know what I learned? I don't stand a fucking chance. Don't even call the committee to order. It'd be a real short hearing. Mr. Hicks, are you familiar at all with a video series called Clam Lappers Volumes 1 through 90? All of them? I don't recall. Mr. Hicks, are you familiar at all with a man named Manuel who works at the Show World Adult Video Parlor? Manny! Mr. Hicks, they subpoena me. They subpoena me. I'd say after the Pee Wee Herman thing and then after the Clarence Thomas hearings, pornography's gotten a really bad name in the country. And I'd like to state for the record right now, I love pornography. Love it. I have tapes that are pure fucking art, I'm telling you. People fucking suck in every imaginable position, the finest looking women fucking sucking. I love it. For the record. Mr. Hicks, thank you for your testimony. I don't know if we have a place for you right now on the Supreme Court. But boy, you haven't thought about becoming a senator? Come here, boy. Bring some of them tapes over here. Look at that. Whoa. Bring them over to Teddy's house. Yeah, look at that there. Woo, she go to that like a duck to water. Look at that there. How, how, how. That is one of my big fears in life, that I'm going to die, you know, and my parents are going to have to come clean out my apartment. Find that porno wing I've been adding on to for years. There'll be 2 funerals that day. To see my mom going through my stuff. Look, honey, here's Bill when he was a Cub Scout. Look how cute my baby is. His little short pants and his little hat. I wonder what's in this box over here. Rear entry, volume 1 through 40. The only guy going through the gate to heaven with his mom spanking him. Mom, they were on sale. Someone named Manny called. Oh shit. I don't understand anything, so there you go. You know my problem? I watch too much news, man. That's why I'm so depressed all the time. I figured it out. I watch too much CNN, man. I don't know if you've ever sat around and watched CNN longer than, say, 20 hours in one day. I don't recommend that. Watch CNN headline news for 1 hour. It's the most depressing thing you'll ever fucking do. War, famine, death, AIDS, homeless, recession, depression. War, famine, death, AIDS, homeless. Then you look out your window. Where's all this shit happening? Ted Turner's making this shit up, man. Jane Fonda won't sleep with him. He runs to a typewriter. By 1992, we will all die of AIDS. Read that on the air. I don't get laid. No one gets laid. I'm right, Jane Fonda. Will you fuck this guy so we can get some good news, please? I want want to see a well-laid Ted Turner newscast. Hey, it's all going to work out. Here's sport. So, it's good to be here wherever I am. Gosh, since I was here, we had a war. That's pretty fucking weird, huh? A war? Wasn't really a war. You know, a war is when two armies are fighting. So, I don't know if you could call it a war exactly. You know, the Persian Gulf distraction is more like it, I think. Pretty amazing thing, really. Bush turned out to be a major fucking demon. Who would have guessed? Remember when he was first president? He was the wimp president. Do you remember that? Cover of Newsweek. Cover of fucking Newsweek. Wimp president. Apparently this stuck in this guy's craw a little bit. That was a dynamite waiting to go off. We surrender. Not good enough. We run away. Too little, too late. Call me a wimp. Come on, fuckers. Come on. Hold him back. Those guys were in hog heaven over there, man. They had a big weapons catalog opened up. What's G12 do, Tommy? See, it says here it destroys everything but the fillings in their teeth. Helps us pay for the war effort. Well, fuck, pull that one up. Pull up G12, please. Cool. What's G13 do? Big Sears weapons catalog. Weapons for all occasions. You know. See, everyone got boners over the technology. You know what's pretty incredible? Watching missiles fly down air vents. Pretty unbelievable. But couldn't we feasibly use that same technology to shoot food at hungry people? Hey. Fly over Ethiopia. There's a guy that needs a banana. A stealth banana. Smart fruit. Once again, I was watching the fucking news that really threw me off. It depressed everyone. It's just so scary watching the news, how they built it all out of proportion, like Iraq was ever or could ever possibly, under any stretch of the imagination, be a threat to us whatsoever. But watching the news, you never would have got that idea. Remember how it started? They kept talking about the elite Republican Guard in these hushed tones, like these guys were the bogeyman or something. Yeah, we're doing well now, but we have yet to face the elite Republican Guard. Like these guys were 12 feet tall desert warriors. Never lost a battle. We shit bullets. Yeah, well, after 2 months of continuous carpet bombing and not one reaction at all from them, they became simply the Republican Guard. Not nearly as elite as we may have led you to believe. And after another month of bombing, they went from the elite Republican Guard to the Republican Guard to the Republicans made this shit up about there being guards out there. We hope you enjoyed your fireworks show. Oh, it was so pretty, and it took our mind off of domestic issues.
Oh, God.
The Persian Gulf distraction. Said, Bill, Iraq had the 4th largest army in the world. Yeah, maybe, but you know what? After the first 3 largest armies, there's a real big fucking drop-off, right? The Hare Krishnas are the 5th largest army in the world. They've already got our airports, okay, so I think that's the greater threat right now. Mr. Onion Head in Terminal C is scaring the shit out of me. Get him away from me. Amazing thing, though. You know, and the amazing thing, obviously, the disparity in the casualties. Iraq, 150,000 casualties. USA, 79. Iraq, 150,000. USA, 79. that mean if we had sent over 80 guys, we still would have won that fucking thing, or what? One guy in a ticker tape parade. I did it. Hey. You're welcome. Good work, Tommy. How'd you do it? I pulled up G12. It was in the catalog. Worked like a charm. You know, my biggest problem with the whole thing was that bloodlust that everyone came out of everyone. You know, it's bloodlust, man. It's really unbelievable. Like I was over in England. You ever been to England? Anyone been to England? No one has handguns in England, not even the cops. True or false? True. Now, England last year, they had 14 deaths from handguns. 14. Now, United States, I think you know how we feel about handguns. Woo, I'm getting a warm, tingly feeling just saying the fucking word, to be honest with you. I swear to you, I'm hard. 23,000 deaths from handguns. Let's go through those numbers again because they're a little baffling at first glance. England, where no one has guns, 14 deaths. United States, and I think you know how we feel about guns. Whoop, I'm getting a stiffy. 23,000 deaths from handguns, but there's no connection. And you'd be a fool and a communist to make one. There's no connection between having a gun and shooting someone with it, and not having a gun and not shooting someone. There have been studies made, and there is no connection at all there. Yes, it's absolute proof. 14 deaths. Probably American tourists, too. Call this a sandwich? You don't boil pizza. That's the way we eat here. That's the way we eat here. This food sucks. Boy, does it suck. Okay, great. If I had a gun, I would have been number 15 on that fucking list. You know, 14. Okay, well, admittedly, last year in England, they had 23,000 deaths per soccer game. All right, okay. I'm saying every system is flawless. I'm saying if you're in England, don't go to a goddamn soccer game and you're coming home, okay? It's weird. They don't have guns in England, but they have very high crime rate, which tells you how polite the fucking English are. Give me your wallet. All right. At least no one was hurt. How do you have a crime rate, no weapons, man? This guy walk into a bank, give me all your money. I've got a soccer ball. Shit, Ian, that's a Spalding. He's serious. Hand over the pounds. I just don't understand this bloodlust, because, you know, I know the world seems really frightening at times, but I think we're going to do okay. I'll tell you a true story, true fucking story, man, about bloodlust. I was down in Alabama, and I was playing a town called Fife, Alabama last year. They wanted me there to host their annual Ricketts telethon or something. I don't know what the fuck it was, but anyway, it was great to be there. And anyway, this is absolutely true. Last year in Fife, Alabama, they had all these UFO sightings. And apparently everyone in this town saw these UFOs, all right? Which really pissed me off, because when I was there, about 40 people saw me. But there was no advanced advertising, no publicity. That's a big market for me. Anyway, I'm curious about UFOs, so I asked people there what it was like. And this guy said, oh man, it was incredible. People came from miles around to look at them. A lot of people came armed. People were bringing shotguns to UFO sightings. Kind of makes a whole new meaning to that phrase, you ain't from around here, are you, boy? I said to the guy, why do y'all bring shotguns to UFO sightings? Seems to me there's going to be a point in our development or evolution where you put your guns aside. You know what I mean? Don't you think that would happen just fucking once? Guy said, well, we didn't want to be abducted. I'm thinking, yeah, and leave all this. Dude, if I lived in Fife, Alabama, I'd be on my hands and knees praying for abduction every goddamn morning, alright? And believe me, I would not be picky. Greyhound. Abduct me. But I said, what do you mean abduct? He said, well, they abduct people and they perform scientific and medical experiments on them. Well, maybe we'll be lucky and it's some type of sterility dentistry program they got going. Maybe they come down here, castrate you, straighten your teeth, and split. Sort of a clean up the universe pact. He said, huh? Well, sure, I was talking to that dude. I'll tell you, too, that's starting to depress me about UFOs, the fact that they cross galaxies or wherever they come from to visit us, and always end up in places like Fife, Alabama. Maybe these are not super intelligent beings, man. Maybe they're like hillbilly aliens. Some intergalactic Jode family or something. Oh, you don't want to land in New York or LA? Nah, we just had a long trip. We're going to kick back and whittle some. Oh my God, they're idiots. We're going to enter our mothership in the tractor pull. My God, we're being invaded by rednecks. My biggest fear. Last thing I want to see is a flying saucer up on blocks in front of some trailer, you know? That'd be depressing. Some bumper sticker on it. They'll get my ray gun when they pry my cold, dead, 18-fingered hand up. See, in England, man, they have these crop circle things. You hear about that? These crop circles that show up, you know? Which two guys have since claimed that they were responsible for, but I believe they're aliens, too. But they think aliens actually landed around Stonehenge and take off. And I asked people what it was like over there, and they said, oh, it's incredible. People came from miles around. Oh, they brought soccer balls. Would you let the aliens land, please? They might be here to pick me up. I don't care what you believe, but you got to admit beliefs are odd. You know what I mean? You have to admit that. A lot of Christians wear crosses around their necks. You think when Jesus comes back, he ever wants to see a fucking cross? Kind of like going up to Jackie Onassis with a rifle pendant on, you know? Just thinking of John, Jackie, just thinking of John. Just thinking of John, baby. You love him.
Oh, God.
Don't love me that much. Hey, man. Killer idea. You guys like going to the movies? I love it. Now, I'm watching Terminator 2. Did you see that? Well, I'm watching it. Thinking to myself, you know what? There's no way they're ever going to be able to top these stunts in the movie again. You cannot top this shit. Unless they start using terminally ill people as stuntmen in pictures. Well, here we are. I know to some of you this may sound a little cruel. Oh, Bill, terminally ill stunt people. That's cruel.